That one thing that I remember from chemistry class that we all found really funny and something that we still use is Sir Osama, our chemistry teacher. He taught us this acronym for learning the reactivity series. It goes like, Kal Nasima ko Maisel ne copper, silver, gold diya. Where Kal stands for potassium, Nasima N stands for sodium.
At our school, Ms. Asha Siddiqa used a powerful teaching technique known as active learning. Instead of just explaining lessons, she kept us engaged in discussions by using relatable examples and provided personalized feedback to us that allowed us to reflect on our own work and hone our skills. This not only kept us motivated and encouraged us to keep working hard and thrive, but also turned the classroom into a place of growth.
It's been 2 years since I've left school, and Happy Home has been a core part of my life. I still remember my English classes, and we used to get feedbacks.
One thing I really liked about was this technique of having breaks between the classes. And that allowed me to just ignore the chaos of the plot and think about what the character was thinking at that specific moment. Where I could climb into the character's skin and see what was his motives behind his acts and everything.
For me personally, the most memorable classes were the ones in which we had to do group projects, whether it was a science project or an English project, where we were put in groups of 4s and 5s and had to work together and present on the topic in front of the whole class.
One of the very most effective techniques used by our business teacher was that he made us do peer-to-peer teaching. What was that was he made us think of a topic, like he gave us a topic and then divide us into pairs. And what he did was divide us into pairs with different levels of understanding. So there will be a student who will get an A-star grade or a C grade student. We combine them together to make us see what two minds think alike and how can they actually produce a similar idea by talking to each other.
It's been 2 years since I studied sociology with Sir Bilal Hassan, and the most memorable part that still sticks with me is the sociology research that we conducted when we were studying the chapter of family. So we conducted a research about family dynamics where we went into more depth of the topic and understanding it with more clarity. Because sociology being a theoretical subject, we cannot just limit ourselves to books and notes. So we went beyond that and we interacted with teachers and researching about what their opinion was. We gained their insights on the topic, and that helped us structure our answers better, gain more clarity on the topic, understand what that topic actually means.
Physics is an expansive subject which requires you to have sound understanding of its concepts. So my teacher uses physical demonstrations to help you understand the concepts. For example, one time he brought 2 students from his class to point and make gestures with his fingers so that he could explain to us what electromagnetism is. And that really helps clear your understanding on how electromagnetism works. Furthermore, he uses whatever material is necessary. Like if he has a board marker, he'll use it and he'll demonstrate how physics works in real life. He draws kinematics graphs on the board and then he relays those in real life using erasers, objects, whatever he finds.
Honestly, it didn't feel like the type of thing that I would basically wanna keep in mind for the rest of my life. But now that I'm in A-level and I'm doing arts in A-level, where I have to write a lot in A2, I come back to the same formula again and again because I have to refer to all of the pointers again, and I keep using that strategy today too, which is why I feel like it was just so important, and it's also just so memorable at the same time because I keep looking back at it whenever I'm doing my present activities.
This really helped me gain confidence in talking and interacting with other people, engaging with them, hearing their opinions and ideas, giving my own ideas and opinions. And now that I think about it, these years later, it really helped me, properly interact and engage with people, learning how to take criticism from other people and hearing everyone out.
This one strategy is really helping me right now as well. I still remember how insecure and how less confident I was with my vocabulary, with my writings. But when I got those feedback, I got to know that my ideas are supported, my creativity is supported, and that helped me gain confidence. And when my result came out, I got a C. but I was that much confident that I asked Miss Sana. Miss Sana asked me that we can go for a recheck, and I got an A then.
And apart from that, that one strategy that helped us step out of our comfort zone, since Sir Bilal was very aware of it, that being an introvert was something that we preferred doing surveys instead of interviews. So he made interviews a rigid research method for us. So that helped us gain leadership skills, confidence. And now, as a society head, when I have to interact on a daily basis with multiple people, with industry professionals, and conduct meetings, it is helping me a lot to step out of the comfort zone, to go interact and have efficient conversations, and take up the lead and step up and do something new and do something for change. So thank you, Sir Bilal, for doing all of that.
Since I'm a visual learner, practicing whatever I learn in class and physically demonstrating it at home, it helps solidify my concepts a lot. And because of that, you need physical concepts. You need to know what it looks like in real life to be able to understand it better. And that's what helps you score in your O-levels. I got an A star because I was able to understand practically how physics works.
And it was just so funny, and it was just so interesting to learn that way. कि matlab, even now at this point, I still think about it, and I still remember it because of it being so memorable and it being so funny. So today, I think this is a really fun example to be learning things today. And today, like whenever I'm learning, I like to come up with random, funny, even if they're silly acronyms that help me learn. And honestly, learning doesn't feel like learning anymore, because when I do this, it just automatically becomes part of my memory, and I learn it that way.
And now I'm head boy of my college and working in the team, with the team. I really get a lot of help from this strategy to give feedbacks, give appreciation, because to get the best out of people, you have to appreciate them. A little appreciation makes them confident, and then the team, you can lead well and the team works well. So this is one core value, one strategy from my classes that I remember still, and it is helping me right now as well.
So that helped me to, understand the depth of the character and everything. And another thing I really liked was the fact that I was able to have my own opinions. It was not just about following the course. It was about having a thought process in myself and being able to, communicate that thought process with everyone else. So that helped me a lot, because it was not about just following books and courses. It was about making my idea the correct idea, making it unique enough for everyone to understand.